On the call from Southern University is head coach Dawson Odums. Coach Odums, are you with us?
Yes.
How are you doing this morning?
Oh, doing fantastic.
All right, Jaguars coming off a big win over Texas Southern, 34-7 on Saturday, and getting ready to host Arkansas Pine Bluff in a key matchup this weekend at 6 o'clock down Baton Rouge this weekend. Coach, your reflections on Saturday and looking forward to your game against the Lions.
Well, I think we finally put a complete football game together from all three phases. Did some outstanding things on special teams. We scored on offense, and we actually ran the ball a little bit better than we have in the past. And on defense, we got after the quarterback. So, overall, I just think our kids put the loss behind us from Alcorn and just came on out and refocused, and was glad to get a homecoming win.
All right, and this weekend, probably a pivotal game coming up this weekend against UAPB, a game that could go a long way towards deciding who wins the West this year. Talk about that upcoming matchup.
Well, it's an exciting football game, considering past history of both teams and and what's at stake. We know right now that both teams control their own destiny pretty much. If they want to make it to the SWAC championship. We're getting ready for practice. We'll meet today and focusing on how we're going to come up with game plans, both offensive, defense, and special teams against a very good football team, and we're excited to be playing.
All right, we'll open the floor for questions for Coach Odums from Southern University.
Coach Odums, I.C. Morrell, Pine Bluff Commercial. Can you talk about, and I know it's early in the week, but, just what the anticipation is like of, possibly, of what the first place battle in the West against UAPB?
Well, I think it'll be an exciting environment. We have great fans here at Southern University, and they understand what's at stake. So we know it'll be an electrifying crowd, and they're a good football team coming in here offensively. They have some skilled guys over there that are very good, and defensively, they're playing some of the best defensive football in the conference. So, we're just looking forward to being able to play our second home game in a row, and we feel like that, we're going to do all that we can to protect Mumford Stadium, and we've done a pretty good job of that so far.
What concerns you most about UAPB?
The talent that they have on the offensive side of the ball. The receiver core is pretty good, and the running backs, they play a couple of running backs, number 2 and number 1 are both exciting football players. So just overall, what they do, they get the ball to guys that can make plays, and they say their guys are better than yours.
Thanks a lot.
More questions for Coach Odom? More questions for Coach Odom from Southern University. Well, Coach, I have. Go ahead.
Coach R.C. Phillips of Southern Digest. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
If you can, just speak to me about getting your guys prepared for take first place in the West, and how you getting you guys your mindset going into this week.
Well, it's just like in the other. We just try to make sure that we go about business as usual. We have a set schedule how we do things around here, and we just try to make sure that guys focus on the task at hand. If you take care of all the little things, all the big things will come to you, and that's what we sort of preach to them on a day-to-day basis. And this is just another game. It happened to be for first place, so we're gonna prepare like we always prepared, and the intentions are to go out and do the best we can, and whatever happens.
More questions for Coach Odom? Coach, talk about the mindset of the team after the tough start, coming out 0-2 and having, some turmoil, and then all of a sudden making the turnaround and being where the team is right now.
Well, it's that, we have several cliches around here that we always try to get to the young man, and, we just take one day at a time. Right now, we're in full control of what we choose to do, and we don't worry about what others choose to do. And if you take that approach to football and to life, you're going to be successful. We don't get caught up in what everybody else is saying or what everybody else is doing. we understand that we got a pretty good football team on paper, but we got to go out on the field and show it. And you know, right now we're in a position where we got a chance again to show what kind of football team we have, and we're excited about that football team.
All right, do we have any other questions for Coach Odom from Southern University? All right, Coach, if there are no more questions, we'd like to thank you for joining us on the call this Monday morning, and we wish you luck in your upcoming game. Once again, it's a big SWAC Eastern Division game against UAPB at home for the Jaguars this weekend, and you'll have the center stage with the 6 o'clock kickoff. So we wish you luck on Saturday, and we'll talk to you again Monday.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you, Coach Odom.